Good afternoon. Today we are at Siam Paragon. We are doing an interview about environmental issues. It is very interesting in my opinion because we're gonna know today that is human really concerned about global warming, about environmental issues, and how can they solve this problem.
I'm from Australia.
Okay.
I would like to ask about what do you think is the most important environmental issue that our world is facing right now?
What, in Thailand's facing or
Our world.
The world? Okay. I just think overpopulation and global warming, that's all.
And how can we solve it?
I don't think we're going to solve overpopulating. That's always going to be in the increase. And global warming, I think every country should get together and do their own little bit to try to get out of that. I'm sorry to say. Yeah. I just think it's only going to get worse.
But I heard that it can slow down the global warming.
We can slow down it, but a lot of the countries do not want to participate in the what do they call it? This greenhouse gas effect, and so as I said, I don't think it will ever be solved. I think it's only just get worse. We're cutting the trees down. Nobody takes any notice of all the trees. The forest is disappearing, so nobody really cares. They only care about
Business.
right now business and money. That's all. Okay. No.
Well, there's a number, I think one would be the pollution. All the fumes from the cars, factories, smoke, all going up, causing the ozone. Yeah, I think that's a big factor. I don't know how many countries are actually trying to reduce that. I think that's one. Another one is the recycling. Recycling, bottles and paper bags and paper cups.
That is the way to solve the problem, right?
Yeah, I think it's another way of helping the world because we're always producing these, and I think we need to look at being able to recycle more. And every country is trying to do that, I think. Looking at different wastes and trying to make the use of those wastes rather than just throwing them away and making new all the time. Okay. What else would be very important in the world? I suppose. I don't think of anything else.
Global warming.
Solar power, maybe, like.
Renewable energy.
Yeah, using more from energy from the sun, maybe, rather than producing fuel. That's
Fossil fuel.
yeah. And the other question, or is that it?
Actually, another question gonna be like, as we are citizens, what can we solve? How can we solve this problem? Actually, you already asked.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we all need to be very conscious of, especially the fumes. From your car, if you have a car or a motorbike, there's a lot of fumes coming out. I think we should be saying you must get it fixed or do something. Or if you own a factory, make sure that the smoke isn't polluting the world. Or you are pushing wastes from your factory or wastes into the rivers to kill the fish and things. I think people should be more responsible there. We should be trying to make sure that doesn't really happen. But I know there are lots of countries who are trying to do that, and there are many countries who are not doing as much, as they could be doing more.
Some countries like developing business, gain money.
Yeah, it's all about money instead of looking at the environment. And I think the ozone layer is, it's been affected by what has happened in the past. And if we don't do something now, maybe the next generation will be living in a very different environment. It might be very, very hot, or it may not be, as nice as what we're living. So we have to think of our future generations, our future children. We do something now and not wait till it's too late. So, I mean, lots of governments say they'll do things, but some don't do very much. But I think money. But I think we need to. But the people, we can do something. Even just by individually, by scrap paper, throwing away paper bottles, and making sure we put them somewhere. That the government has a recycling place. I don't know how your bin, your refuse works here in Thailand, but I know in the UK we have one bin for grass, we have one bin for plastic, and we have one bin for paper, and we have one bin for natural waste. Like things. So, and then when they come, they collect, and that's cool.
In Thailand, right?
They're starting to do that. That's good. Okay.
Overpopulation. Too many people.
So do you have any way to solve this problem in your opinion?
We can only start to solve it. We can't solve it. We'll never solve.
Slow down.
We'll just slow it down. That's all. Just re-education, change people's habits. We have to change the way companies pollute, the way individuals pollute. Too many people creates too much pressure on the land, building big dams, flying airplanes everywhere. So we just have to cut back, not use as much. We all use too much.
Reduce. You mean like reduce the thing that
we have to reuse, yes. Instead of everything packaging, we have to take the packages to the shop and buy them in our own packages. Things like that. Less detergent, less pollution of oil, less pollution of radiation, many things. And also religion in many countries causes problems because some religions believe in creating many people. That doesn't work because we all can't be fed. Many countries are not eating food, don't have enough food. Many countries we have too much food. So it's a very big issue, you can't solve it. You just have to start to solve it.
Thank you.
Kapun Kap, good luck Kap, Baba Kap.
And if you are interested in how to save the world, we also have a Facebook page. The name is just How to Save the World and question mark. If you are interested, how can we solve? That's the answer there.
Good luck Kap. Kapun Kap.
At the moment, probably climate change.
And are there anything to solve for each individual?
For each individual? Well, it's important if everyone makes a little bit of an attempt to, change their own behaviour, then hopefully that might have a big effect on overall. Yeah.
Which kind of behaviour can you give me
well, if people do more recycling, make sure they turn off the lights if they're not using them, maybe use public transport when possible.
Thank you very much.
All right.
I think that the major issue is traffic jam because cars need oil, and when you parking, when you stop the car for a very long time, you waste a lot of energy, a lot of fuel. So if you reduce the traffic jam problem, less energy will be wasted.
How can we solve that?
That's something the government have to fix.
As individual.
So use public transport.
Such as?
BTS, MRT, bus.
Other than private car?
Only use car when it is important, if you have something important to do, or try to use one car per family. Don't use 2 or more cars. If you want to go to the same place, then just use 1 car.
Okay, thank you so much for your answer. Okay.
There's a factory that emits the carbon monoxide.
Why do you think?
Because there are many factories out there that doesn't care about what the carbon monoxide they emitted, and I think they should be more thoughtful about what they're going to put to the environment.
So how do you think you can solve this problem?
I think they should have like a better technology to like reduce the amount of carbon monoxide they emit.
And anything else?
Suggestion? I don't know.
Okay.
Because it's their business and they have to do it, even though it's bad for the environment, but they still need to do it.
So how do you think between money and environmental, if you have to choose between these things?
To be honest, I would choose money, but I wouldn't do as much damage to the environment.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon again. For this part, we have a special guest from the one who have been done a research about the environmental issues. So we're gonna find out what did he think and what is the solution for him to solve this problem. Let's see it.
So I think it's more about how we deal with these things, because there are a lot of products to serve humans that they have more bottles of water from different companies or packages that I think it's important for people, because we need more as we have a lot of population, but it depends on how we deal with the stuff. For me, I would recommend you to have more rubbish bin on the street or walkway, because I think now there is a limited amount of rubbish bin, but if you expand the amount, and I think it would probably serve all of the society that we always throw it away and don't care the environment.
Just one type of rubbish bin?
There are a lot of types, yeah. So I would also recommend that you have different kinds of rubbish bin and try to put it into people's habits. First they might kind of have some kind of avoidance, but if we continue to do it and we put it everywhere around the town, and everyone gonna try to follow each other, and this is how it works. Yeah, so I think that is probably the biggest and the most easiest way that we can solve the problem, the puzzle of the global warming, because it's all about how we deal with the things that we don't need, and if we can deal it and we can recycle this stuff and then we can use it again, so we also won't exploit more from the nature. We can still use the same thing, recycle and use it again by throwing into the bin. So just small bin on the street, in my smart point of view. You have any question more? Should I throw you in the bin?
No?
No.
Okay.
So start doing it now. Okay?
As you know that there are a lot of problems about environmental issues, and there are a lot of solutions to solve it. But do we really care about it and really do what we are saying that we can save the world? So please, save the world for our next generation.